Hey guys, it's Sports, and today we'll be taking a look at the Akko 3087 Matcha Red Bean. Before we talk about the keyboard, I wanted to address that the keycaps seem like a GMK camping clone. And for me, I don't support the idea of keycap set clones. I think it took on the inspiration of camping too extremely, and should have made some changes to fit the Matcha and Red Bean theme. But I want this video to focus primarily on the keyboard quality and the mods done to it. When unboxing, you will notice the keyboard and two small boxes. In one small box you will have a keycap puller and the accent keys. In the other small box is a green USB-C cable. The keyboard is covered with a plastic lid and wrapped in foam. On the back of the keyboard are 4 white bump-ons. There are 2 additional adjustment lugs to change the typing angle if you prefer a higher angle. The USB-C cable has 2 rubber sliders to fit into the port of the keyboard. While you can have the USB cable coming straight out the middle, there are additional cable routes in case you want to have it come through the left or the right side. The reddish burgundy accent keys contrast nicely with the green case and the rest of the keycaps. There are indicator lights for caps lock and scroll lock. The third one I am assuming is for the num lock on the bigger size models that have a numpad. Since the keycaps are double shot PBT, the closest thing I have to compare to that is die-sub PBT. We will be comparing the thickness to CRP. The Akko PBT keycaps are 1.6mm thickness, and the CRP is 1.5mm thickness, so they are fairly similar in thickness. The FNJ keycaps are scooped and barred. Now this is how it sounds completely stock. For modding, we will need to take apart the case by prying open each side with a flathead screwdriver. After opening, disconnect the cable attached to the daughter board. Because this keyboard is not hot swap, we will be desoldering it. The stabilizer seems to be a Gateron pre-loop stabilizer. We will have to clean the factory loop and clip the stems. After doing all that, the housings and stems were looped with Crytox 205 grade 0. These switches are Gateron pink linears. I'm pretty sure these are just Gateron yellows, but in pink. After taking apart all the switches, the stems and springs were bag-glued with carbon GS2 grease. Once shaken for a few minutes, the switches were all put together. Then each switch was mounted back onto the plate. Next, we had to resolder all the switches back on the PCB. Then we assembled the case back and put all the keycaps back on.